Hi there, I'm Deb Schinder. I'm running for mayor, and election day is tomorrow. I truly believe that this is one of the most important elections in recent rallied history. It's the first time that I have seen such clear cut ideological differences between the candidates in a city election. Let's talk about that, particularly as it pertains to public safety. Everyone who knows me knows that public safety is a key priority of mine. I believe it's a foundational service on which other city functions depend. If residents can't feel safe in their homes and on our streets and in our public spaces, all those amenities don't matter much. I'm worried that the ideology that is subscribed to by some of the candidates could negatively impact our public safety departments and specifically our police department. You know what I'm talking about. Even though candidates are saying this is a nonpartisan election, we all know which parties each of the candidates actually represent. And the ideology that I'm talking about has been closely associated with efforts to defund the police. Even though those candidates say that public safety is a priority of theirs, I have to wonder exactly what that means in this context. Does it mean prioritizing supporting our law enforcement officers, or does it mean prioritizing cutting their budgets and placing them under civilian oversight? The reason that I worry about that, one of the reasons, is because the now dissolved Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Commission proposed a civilian review board on more than one occasion. That, along with ESG as one of its proposals, and also the commission leaders' attempt to deny that they were sitting in on the PD hiring panels, which was something that no other city board or commission did, and which they did finally admit when pressed hard, was a key motivator in my decision to make the motion that ended up dissolving that commission. Now, are there ever police officers who abuse their authority or who overstep their bounds or use excessive force? Yes, there are. And there is no one who wants those officers off the streets more than the good officers because the bad officers give them a bad name. But there are processes in place in our department for dealing with such behavior should it ever happen here. Giving people with zero law enforcement experience or training the authority to pass judgment on our officers' actions is a recipe for disaster. It can have a devastating impact on good cops who have made reasonable, justifiable, legal decisions, but which those review board members don't understand. And it's a sure way to lose many of the excellent officers in our department who will go looking for employment somewhere else if we should implement such a thing. So, yes, I worry that should some of the candidates running for office be elected, they would bring back the DEI Commission and empower it to run roughshod over our police department. Is that concern illogical? I don't think it is. I've seen it happen in other cities, even sometimes supported by well intentioned police supporters. It's very easy to sit in the comfort and safety around a conference table after the fact with all the time in the world to analyze a situation and with much more available information than the officer on the street had when he or she had to make a decision in a split second that could mean the difference between life and death for him or herself or some other innocent citizen. We don't have civilian review boards reviewing the actions of our surgeons in hospitals, and there's a reason for that. That's done, properly done, by other doctors, the people who have the training and the expertise and the experience to understand all the factors that go into determining whether or not a physician did something wrong. I've walked that thin blue line. I know what it's like, and I stand with our police department and with the officers who put their lives on the line every day to keep our city safe. And I want to elect city officials who are willing to stand up and say the same. So I would ask all the candidates to publicly state where they stand on this issue. And I don't mean a vague, I support public safety. I want them to answer the question of whether they would, in fact, vote to reinstate the DEI Commission and support a proposal to place them on police hiring boards and to create civilian oversight of our law enforcement officers. I believe that you, the voters, deserve to know. I'm Deb Schinder. I'm running for mayor, and I thank you for watching. Please go vote.